Up next on Impact Wrestling, it is our main event, and it is for the World Heavyweight Championship. After emerging victorious in the Bound for Glory series, we witnessed Bobby Roode take Kurt Angle to the limit at Bound for Glory in the world title match. But after Angle screwed Roode, taking a shortcut in Philly, Angle screwed Roode. He froze him out contractually in a return match, but fortunately for Roode, the new authority figure, Sting, agreed to put him in that #1 contenders match against Samoa Joe last week. The victory by Roode catapults him into the spot. #1 contender to his longtime Beer Money tag team partner and best friend.
Best friend and more like brothers, Mike, as you know. So Bobby Roode gets a shot at his best friend's title right now.
Look.
Creek swimming, moonshine sipping, deer skinning, beer drinking, Johnny Cash listening.
It was 2 weeks ago tonight in Orlando, Florida, when history was made when Cowboy James Storm pinned Kurt Angle, became world champion in Storm's first title shot. It kicks off the era of the Cowboy in Impact Wrestling. And well, think of the irony that when Storm makes his initial defense of the World Championship tonight, very first challenger, the man who's been his tag team partner for the past 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, it is irony. You're right. It's tough sledding, though, in my opinion, for the champion, James Storm, because he's facing Bobby Roode, someone who might know him so well in that ring. But then again, the champion, James Storm, he knows Roode just as well, one would assume.
And we are going to send it to Jeremy Borash for the official introduction of our world title match in our Impact Wrestling main.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your main event of the evening. This matchup is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy, the no wait, no hassle way to a great morning. Visit 5hourenergy.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Macon, Georgia, it's time for your heavyweight championship bout of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first of all the challenger. He comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He weighed in this morning at 231 pounds. He is Bobby Roode. Introducing, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 233 pounds and comes to us from Leapers Fork, Tennessee. He is the current reigning and defending heavyweight champion of the world, the Cowboy, James Storm.
I guess you know where the home field advantage goes, huh? We're down here in the dirty South, so, you know, that's what it's all about right there, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Well, I never would have thought I would see arguably the greatest tag team in our industry in beer money come to this point here where they're battling for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Taz, let's talk about the familiarity and the potential for predictability with these two guys squaring off that have been tag team partners. Think of the view that James Storm had of Bobby Roode and vice versa from the ring apron, watching their partner for the past 4 years, dissecting every move from just a few feet away.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's not just that. I mean, it's a matter of being in a car and traveling with a guy and being in a gym and training him and sharing hotel rooms. I mean, all the years, the months, the weeks and whatnot. of just being together more than what your own spouse and see your own kids or with your partner on the road. These guys know each other so well.
Let's talk in-ring styles between the two competitors. First, the challenger, Bobby Roode. I think his offense, very diverse. You see that he specializes in, well, a lot of suplexes and definitely submissions.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, Roode is like a Porsche, man. He's like a well-oiled machine. He's precision personified. That's what Bobby Roode is, tremendous tactician. Look at that right there. Storm able to get out of the way of that high knee drop.
Well, there it is.
Same thing in mind.
As we mentioned off the top, the familiarity of these two men coming into play here in the early going. Quick leg sweep as both men go for the pins and both stand at the ready with mutual respect. Let's talk about James Storm, the Cowboy, the defending champion. His style, I think maybe the more physical of the two, especially from a striking standpoint. He likes to use strikes to weaken, to set up his opponent for that last call super kick that won him the world title.
Totally agree. I mean, listen, if Bobby Roode is a precision perfectionist in that ring, and you know what? James Storm, the TNA World Champion, he's like a maverick in there. He's like a wild horse. You never know what he's gonna do. That's just his style, man. That's what Storm is about. Both men exchanging holds here. Both trying to get some wrist control and control the left arm. Nice deep arm drag out of the arm ringer by Bobby Roode.
Great competitive matchup in our Impact Wrestling main event. More of James Storm and Bobby Roode for the World Heavyweight Championship right after this. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back on Impact Wrestling. This is our main event matchup. World Heavyweight Championship hangs in the balance. Defending title holder, Cowboy James Storm, putting that gold on the line for the very first time. And his opponent, the challenger, his longtime Beer Money Tag Team partner, Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode right there trying to get some momentum going, but the world champion, James Storm, goes second nasty chop.
Seeing that competitive spirit and competitive nature of these two. And you gotta love it.
I'm sure these guys have wanted to do this to each other for a while. Sometimes when you are a great tag team and you travel all over the world together, you train in gyms all over the world, you get to a point where you're sick of the guy too.
Well, this
speaking from experience.
But factor in what's at stake here. The World Heavyweight Championship, and that's really going to bring out the competitive nature of Storm. Catches Roode with the knee, goes for the pin, and gets two. Think about it, next week. Now, not only Garrett Bischoff, former referee, is I guess, scheduled to wrestle, but also Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. He's going to be in the ring, Taz. Yeah,
Ronnie from the Jersey Shore going to actually be in the ring wrestling, tagging up with Eric Young against Robbie T and Robbie E. So that's going to be something to see next week. But right now, the world title is at stake here, and the champion, James Storm, is in control. And I said it earlier at the beginning of the show, that, I gave an opinion. I felt like James Storm was in trouble here against that man right there, Bobby Roode. And I feel that way because I feel like Bobby Roode has just really felt like he got screwed over at Bound for Glory against Kurt Angle, where he should have won the championship, but he didn't. Ooh! And I just think this might be the time here for Bobby Roode to try and catch a win on his partner, but that remains to be seen.
Both champion and challenger said in the pre-match comments that they were going to bring it, and Storm and Roode certainly have to this point. Attempt potentially here, corner suplex, Taz.
Yeah, big-time super duperplex about to come here. Tippy top rope deal. Tippy top rope, heads up.
Storm connects with that superplex off the top.
To your point, both men putting 150% into this match, into each other, trying to win. Take a look right now. But anyway, what I'm saying is that they're both going to leave it all out in the ring, and we wouldn't expect anything less from these two. That's why they're at the level and the point of their careers they're at.
Referee Brian Hebner putting in the count that has now reached 8. Storm on his knees, Roode as well, and Storm connects with the right. Roode answers, and now they exchange big right hands mid-ring.
Let's go punch for punch here. Champ and challenger slugging it out. Talk about the spirit of competition. Oh my God. That was a haymaker, huh?
Absolutely quick reversal. Storm got the momentum springing off the ropes. The forearms, the clotheslines. And back to the offense. Here's going Roode for the ride and then taken high overhead with the back body.
Cowboy James Storm, the World Heavyweight Champ, just sent the challenger Bobby Roode for a big ride on that big backdrop. Look how quick Roode is. Got to that second rope. Oh, God.
Snaps the neck of the champ. Here's the pin attempt. Challenger on top for two and just two.
A little frustration building in the eyes and the facial expression of the challenger, Bobby Roode.
This time, it's Roode who takes Storm out to the apron and then the kick from outside.
Well placed.
By Storm, caught him flush.
Well placed in the back of the beam right there by Cowboy James Storm.
A dazed Bobby Roode is going to be caught. Cross body block off the top. Momentum of Roode throws him through for a near fall.
Whoa, we almost crowned the new champ right there. Excellent counter by Bobby Roode.
Challenger right back on it. Storm has an answer. Ducks the clothesline and then stabs him right in the back. Here's Storm on top. Champ gets two and on the verge of three. That was close.
Talk about stacking your opponent up on the back of his neck and shoulders. Excellent pin cover, pin attempt by the TNA World Champion, Cowboy James Storm.
We talked about the frustration that was on the face of the challenger, Bobby Roode, and there you saw the champ questioning the cadence of the count from the referee. Thought he had three, and it was awfully close.
Well, you get to a point in a match with an opponent sometimes where you feel like I had him beat. Let's end this thing right now. How much more do I got to do to this fella? And that's what it kind of seems like. The guy gets frustrated with this, like, look at this.
Eye of the Storm, but Roode able to drop down and then double R spinebuster clinch the champ. Roode on top, here's two.
Again, we saw Bobby Roode victorious in the #1 contenders match against Samoa Joe. That was not easy either. As we said earlier, Mike, as you said, I should say, Bobby Roode earned this opportunity. No shortcut.
It's a great call by our new authority figure, Sting.
Whoa, oh, man.
Running clothesline by Storm. Takes not only Roode out to the floor, but also the momentum carries the champ down too.
Yeah, both men, or at least one man, I should say, needs to try get to a vertical base and get inside the ring to avoid getting counted out. And if you're James Storm and you're going to count out victory, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're going to hold the title, but I don't think James Storm's built that way. You know Roode don't want to get counted out.
Storm and Roode trying to get back in before the count.
Ref's up to 8, Mike. The Storm is in the ring, breaks the count. Stop him. Storm stop Bobby Roode in his tracks.
Prepared.
Nice counter. Look at that arm bar. Trying to get a crossface. He's got it.
Talk about the submission specialist, Bobby Roode. So many victories in recent months with submission holds. Could be it right here. Storm fighting through the pain. He's going to tap.
He's going to tap.
Saw the referee turn towards the bell ringer.
It's almost as if Bobby Roode doesn't want to put his boy in pain, man. He wants him just to tap out. Storm's not going to just tap out.
Storm out of the corner of his eye. Sees how close he is to the ring rope. Reaching out his hand. Still inches away from making contact with the rope.
Counter.
Great move by Roode to stop the potential, but then he uses the leg, the Storm, and the champ gets the rope break.
Great ring awareness, ring presence by the TNA World Champion, Cowboy James Storm, to put his foot on that rope to break that nasty submission. You see Bobby Roode not keeping that thing on any longer than it had to be. But Storm has got to be feeling the effects of his deltoids, his shoulders, and biceps from that hold. Hell of a match we got here.
super competitive World Heavyweight Championship match in our Impact Wrestling main event. And now, it's the challenger, Bobby Roode, who's got Storm in a precarious position. Gonna try and snap him back into the ring with a suplex.
Yeah, Storm putting the brakes on. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah, Storm having a hard time following up. The champ can't follow up.
Still able to counter out of the corner from the top. Storm drops Roode, and now he's gonna go high risk. Elbow off the top. Storm covers, gets two.
And that was close right there. Bobby Roode almost got pinned straight up. Where Storm will retain his championship.
Everything that we expected, everything we anticipated in this world title match between the longtime partners, and it looks like the champ, it looks like the Cowboy is warming up that leg for the last call.
Tell you what, he catches Roode with this last call super kick. Roode's done!
Stop, blocked by Roode.
Go for that Fisher, for the Fisher.
That was countered to block by Storm.
Whoa.
Oh! Sidestep by Storm, and Roode crashes into the corner.
What happened? The referee got...
Looks like he tweaked or hurt his knee. Brian Hebner favoring the leg. Storm recovering in the ring. The same for the challenger, Bobby Roode, outside of the ring.
Yeah, well, right now, looks like Bobby Roode is the one who's... Basically, looks like he's... Wait a minute.
Beer bottle of... He smashes the beer bottle across the head of James Storm. He calls for the referee. Hebner back in. Disgusting.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and new heavyweight champion of the world,
Are you kidding me?
Can't believe this.
These two individuals who have been so supportive of each other. And when the opportunity presents itself, Bobby Roode takes the beer bottle and smashes it over the head of James Storm to become the champ.
I'm shocked. I mean, really, I cannot believe Bobby Roode went to that level. That got it done like this. We crown a new world champion in Bobby Roode. Like that? Wow, I'm very surprised.
That's how you treat a brother?